I am a 19-year-old woman who is afraid of being alone for the rest of my life. Because I am not pretty enough, because I am not sexy enough, because I am just not enough. I am not enough. I am not enough. I've said those words so many times, and when I pull back the bandage that is helping that wound to heal, I burst open that wound all over again, and it takes weeks or even months to get a fresh band-aid to seal the wound again. I stay up late at night, wondering where it all went wrong. When did I start to see myself as someone who is not enough? It could have been when I was 5, and all I ever heard was, "You look just like your mom." It could have been when I was 6, and I realized my mother is fat. And since I look just like her, I must be fat too. It could have been when I was 7, and I heard my doctor say to my mother, "Take the sugar away, or 2 of your children will die of disease." It could have been when I was 10, and a teacher compared me to this lanky kid who could not have been more than 80 pounds, sopping wet. When I was built by God to be sturdy and to be strong, but the teacher had called me big-boned and made me stand on the other side of the scale from this kid, and which it immediately dropped to the ground under my weight, and the kid almost fell on his face. It could have been at 11, when I could no longer read because the letters danced around on the page, and it was a dance so complex that I needed to use my index finger to squish the letters down to make them hold still. It could have been at 12, when a girl on the bus called me a bitch, when I had only looked around because I thought somebody in the back had called my name. And then when I turned back around to put my head down against the seat and cry, covering myself with my beautiful long hair, she proceeded to spit spitballs into the hair my mother had just started letting me wear down. It could have been when I was 13 and I got my first D, and my parents didn't believe me that the teacher who had earlier in the year told me my last name was spelled wrong was missing most of my schoolwork for this term. It could have been at 14, when I no longer wanted to live, which I have never admitted to anyone before, because I was angry that I was not beautiful, not like my friends and my classmates. Even a year later, I could not even believe my boyfriend, and I broke up with him. It could have been when I was 16 and my best friend chose tennis over me, when I was called a bitch and a cunt for looking out for a girl I was absolutely in love with by her personally. It could have been years of being told things that would never come true. It could have been my oversensitivity, or it could have just been me, because I am not enough.